Good morning and welcome to your daily recap. We're covering a range of stories today, from urban transit woes to a judge's legal troubles and the ongoing Economic Balancing Act. First up, here in New York City, the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, or MTA, is facing significant criticism over its multi-million-dollar efforts to combat subway fare evasion. The MTA recently approved a hefty $7.3 million deal to install anti-fare evasion sleeves and fins at nearly every subway station across the five boroughs, aiming to cover 456 out of 472 stations by January. However, despite this substantial investment, reports from the New York Post indicate that commuters are effortlessly bypassing these new barriers. Reporters observed individuals jumping over, crawling under, or simply walking through emergency doors left ajar, rendering the jagged metal fins and turnstile sleeves largely ineffective. Regular riders and even MTA employees are questioning the expenditure, with one worker noting, "Nothing will stop them." This comes as the MTA estimates fare evasion cost the subway system approximately $400 million in 2025 alone, and they are already planning to spend an additional $1.1 billion on new, modern fare gates in about 150 stations, with testing expected to begin later this month. Meanwhile, in Milwaukee, a county judge has been found guilty of obstructing federal immigration agents. Judge Hannah Dugan was convicted of a felony obstruction count after a jury determined she helped Eduardo Flores Ruiz, a man facing a warrant, evade plainclothes immigration and customs enforcement agents. Prosecutors stated that Judge Dugan facilitated Flores Ruiz's exit through a back door of her courtroom after becoming aware of the ICE agent's presence. While she faces up to 5 years in prison for the felony, she was acquitted on a misdemeanor charge of concealing an individual to prevent arrest. Her defense team has expressed disappointment with the verdict and announced plans to appeal, stating their belief that Judge Dugan did nothing wrong. Shifting our focus to the national economic landscape, the November jobs report brings a mixed bag of news. While the report indicates a rise in wages across the country, many Americans continue to feel the financial squeeze. CBS Texas highlights that despite a general cooling of food prices, certain essential grocery items remain stubbornly expensive. For instance, coffee prices have climbed by nearly 19% over the past year, and ground beef is up almost 15%. This persistent inflation on everyday necessities means that even with increased earnings, many households are still struggling to keep pace with the cost of living. In other news, a small jet crashed and caught fire at Statesville Regional Airport in North Carolina yesterday morning. Federal Aviation Administration officials confirmed that a Cessna C-550 went down around 10:20 a.m. after attempting to return to the airport shortly after its departure. Both the FAA and the National Transportation Safety Board are now investigating the incident, with the NTSB taking the lead. Local emergency radio traffic initially suggested possible fatalities, though authorities have yet to officially confirm any deaths related to the crash. On a more personal note, for those